Hi, this is Terry with Exactline Tools. Today we're doing a repair on a Prius. We're doing a right quarter panel that had a little damage on it. You can see this area is a little weak in the back and it folded up pretty good. We're going to remove the bumper cover, have a look underneath it and see how far the damage goes. We can see here that it's pretty extensive. It has damaged the panel underneath the bumper cover, so we'll need to repair that as well. You can see also about the middle of the quarter panel and up, it kind of bulges out. I'll probably have to heat treat that later. We're starting with applying a row of nails right where the quarter panel meets the bumper cover. I've just sanded the areas enough to attach the nails and left everything else there. Now I'm pulling it out with a simple arrangement. I started in the deepest area and I'll work around along the crease and pull it out and tap it in along the way. You can see the area above the nails is still darts out a bit. Like I said, I'll probably have to heat shrink that later, most likely stretch the metal. I continue to pull it. It's starting to take the normal shape. Sometimes I'll make a cardboard template from the other side just to give me a gauge to how far I need to pull it and what the contour needs to look like. Just about got the pulling done here initially, and I've worked it a bit with a hammer and dolly. We'll continue to do so. I'm pulling with a bolt now where the bumper cover retainer attaches to the quarter panel. We can see that I've finished working the sheet metal and I feathered back the paint, and it is a bit bulgy in the middle, a little fat, so I heat treated those areas, and simple process of just putting the torch on it, tapping it in, and tapping around that area as it cools and quenching it, and it drives it in. I have put the bumper out of the way so we can take a look at the area underneath the bumper cover that we can see I've done a little bit of work already. Now I've taped up the bumper cover and put it back on the car. I'm going to be using it as one of my control surfaces, as I would do an adjacent panel, because we wanted to fit the same contour, the quarter panel, to meet the bumper in the exact radius it should be, not out of whack in any way that way. So I'm applying my plastic filler, and I'm going to do my first sweep, which will be a vertical sweep to match the quarter panel to the bumper cover and get all that started out. Now this is the fun part for me. I love to do sweeps because each one reveals something different. It can be beautiful right from the beginning. Usually it isn't, because you're covering a lot of distortions, and the plastic filler smooths over better once you have a basic shape. But we're establishing a basic shape right now, resting my lower hand on the bumper cover and my upper one on the upper quarter panel. This is going to create a radius that is the way the car was originally. It'll look absolutely factory. Again, we're moving across the plastic filler, getting the best sweep we can. We have plenty of time to run this across several times, and I encourage you to take your time until you get a really nice sweep. It's not going to be perfect usually on the first sweep, but we're just looking to create a base that we can work off of. Again, I'm gathering the plastic filler from the blade. This is all the overfill that we don't have to sand off. I'm going to move it again across the surface, and it's looking closer and closer with each sweep. That's a good one. Now I've lightly sanded it just to knock down any nibs, and I'm applying my second coat. And we'll see that this one will take a much more beautiful shape and a nicer surface because we already have that initial sweep that has given it the basic shape. Applying my filler so I cover all the areas. I want to make sure that everything is there. Plastic filler is everywhere we're going to sweep. Again, we're doing a vertical sweep. I'm resting my upper hand on the upper portion of the quarter panel, which is still pretty intact, and I'm resting my lower hand on the bumper cover to create that radius that fits this portion of the car perfectly. We can see the sweep looks a lot better this time. It's beginning to be more fun with each sweep. I've removed the excess from the blade, put it on the front of the sweep there, and we'll see what we can do on this one. A little bit more plastic filler. It's a matter of gathering it up, putting it at the front of your sweep, and then moving it across the sweep and seeing just how good of a sweep we can get in terms of shape and texture. We're happy with that. That looks pretty good. It's got a few little imperfections in it, but overall it's really taking shape, looking really good. I'm doing a test sweep now for the horizontal sweep, which will remedy any deviation or flaw that runs on a horizontal plane. We're applying our plastic filler over the entire area that we are repairing. Some of the areas up above don't have much damage at all, but we're putting it there just to give us a unified surface to work with, and if there is anything there, it will cure that real quick. We got our plastic filler on, and we're taking our number one blade and we're doing our first horizontal sweep, coming down it. It looks really good. We may only have to do one sweep. Again, we'll remove from the blade the overfill, put it on there. It's always important to have plenty of mud to work with. Here we go down and make the sweep. This one looks really good. I think that's going to do it. There's a little area towards the back I can clean up later. Remove the excess towards the front of the quarter panel, and I think we're good here. I always like to use the heat lamp in between each application of plastic filler. I usually work in a colder shop, and this helps it cure quickly. I'm using 180 grit, as I always do. Starting sanding off here, I'm going to show you that the curve of the sanding disc makes it easy to get into that inverted curve towards the top of the quarter panel. And I'm just lightly going over the whole panel just to knock it down. Remember, I'm not shaping this plastic filler by sanding it. I'm shaping it by moving the blade across it and establishing a beautiful shape before it is even cured. So knocking down the plastic filler is just a surface sanding. We'll be knocking it down just a little bit, feathering it around the edge where it ends. You can see it got a little bit of gumminess on the sandpaper. Just put another one in. It's again 180 grit. I don't want to take off too much material. I don't want to do any damage to the paint around the repair. This all costs money to repair along the way with extra primer, extra sanding. We don't need to do that. So again, we're knocking it down, we're almost there. We've sanded it down to the bumper cover, which is covered with masking tape. And this repair is coming right along really nicely. We only got 3 sweeps in it, not much time. We're blowing it off, having a look at it. It feels real nice. Here we're applying our dry guide coat, which is a black powder, which we put on it. This will give us an indication of where there may be any low spots or imperfections once the block sanding begins. Get it over there and cover it up really nice. I prefer this to spray paint. You don't have to wait for it to dry. It's a much nicer arrangement. It doesn't blow off when you hit it with the air. Now I'm using my 18-inch hard block, again with 180 grit. The painters always love this work because it makes their job easier. They can apply less material to cover the plastic filler. And you can see this is just a quick sand. It's pretty much in shape, and as it removes a thin surface of plastic filler, it removes the guide coat and leaves the guide coat wherever there is a low spot or a deviation from the correct surface. I'll just sand this a little bit more. I can see that that area came around pretty good. I'm going to use another hard block. This again with 180 grit. This hard block has a slight curve to it. It's a straight block, hard, but it has a little curve running from edge to edge across it, so I can sand this inverted area without creating cuts in it, which you would get from just a regular sanding block. You can see it's coming into shape really quickly. There are some little surface defects which I'm not worried about. I'm looking for the overall shape to be correct without any low spots that are obvious, and I will point those out after I've completed this sanding, and we'll deal with them when we get to that point. Again, the 18-inch hard block, and I'm just kind of smoothing over it where it transitions into that inverted curve section close towards the top of the work area. You can see a few spots. Now I'm using my blade block, which essentially is a spring steel blade with handles on it, and I can get the curve on the flare very effectively with this blade block. It brings that into shape and bends to accommodate that contour very nicely. So we've wrapped that up. Now we can see we have a few little low spots which we'll correct, and then we'll move forward with it. I'm going to sand it a little bit more just to be sure. We can sand those out just a little bit, just to further identify them and to see if I can get any more surface leveled out in those areas. Okay, so we have these little spots left. We have the one towards the back. We have this one, a few little air bubbles. Now we're going to remove the bumper, and you can see how it fits perfectly up against the area that we just worked. Now if we look closely, we can see that there's a little bit of a rough edge where the bumper cover, when it's pulled back, it kind of breaks away at the curve of the bumper cover. I lightly sanded that and test fitted it again. It fits beautifully. So we will be removing the bumper cover and the bumper retainer and moving forward with it. This is how it looks. It's with it sanded. It has a nice slight curve where it meets the bumper cover as it would naturally. I've got the lower section sanded. Now let's look at it in paint. we can see that we've completed the work under the bumper cover. That looks fine, and the area of the quarter panel looks beautifully contoured. This is right out of paint, and it looks fantastic. We need to assemble the car, but looking at it right after paint, I can tell you it looks fantastic. With the bumper cover on it, we can see that it fits precisely, and all the other things have been put on it. The pinstripe, the rear glass, the door handle. This job's ready to ship. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching.